welcome back to another Honour Respect and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. The blue brand is firmly on its new home at the USA Network after last week's debut, but WWE is still pushing hard to make every show feel like a must-see. And yeah, there's lots going on this week's show, so without further ado, let's get straight into things. And we started things off with LA Knight against Andrade. Knight put the US title on the line in this week's opening match. They began with a hesitant handshake before getting right into some fast-paced action. The first break came after quite early in the match, since WWE aired some footage before it got started. But once we got back, Elo took control. The Megastar got in a fair amount of offense, but it felt like Andrade was in the driver's seat most of the time. Before the second break, he hit some beautiful moonsault from the top rope to the floor. The versus high-energy exchange between the two veterans who are having their first ever match. Sometimes it takes a while for chemistry to develop, but I think they definitely found it later on. And Knight not only retained his title, but he did it clean. Elo did a great job putting over. They had a brief standoff before Andrade raised Knight's hand, and I think good respect, and yeah, really good match, which I think will only serve to benefit both men. So yeah, this is a strong start to the show, 7 out of 10. WWE then had a video showing Rhodes and Roman meeting on a 50-yard line in the stadium that will host Bad Blood. It was heavily produced with music and several cameras. It looked good, but fair thing about it felt genuine or impromptu, and I think, yeah, the way it's still going to develop over the next few weeks is going to be very interesting. After coming out short last week against Cruz in a matter of seconds, Vinci was back this week looking to make a good second impression. Vinci was aggressive out of the gate and suddenly some damage to Cruz's legs in an attempt to take away his agility. Out of nowhere, Cruz rolled him up for another quick victory. If this is how WWE is trying to push a repackage Vinci, it's definitely a launch strategy. The match was short and uneventful, but at least we got to see a handful of moves. But yeah, just don't really get where we're going, to be honest. 5 out of 10. Nia Jackson and Tiffany Stratton then battled Bayley and Naomi, but before that, Kevin Owens looked distraught after watching the video of Reigns and Rose, so he decided to head to the ring to give his thoughts before he could say much, and the Bloodline showed up, but DIY arrived to show some support and said loan Bloodline out of the ring. Nick Aldis showed up at security and booked a main event. We'll get to that later, but yeah, on to that tag match. Naomi and Jax paired up while Tiffany went after Bayley. The babyfaces took control after the initial exchange, but the heels took over before the commercial break. The bout had a few weird moments when it seemed like one on way of people didn't know what to do next, so it created an awkward atmosphere. And instead of the insanity that usually accompanies the situation, it felt like they were just going from spot to spot without really any urgency. Naomi cost Bayley when she broke up a pin and kept working together. Tiffany and Jax had some communication issues, and ultimately it hurt them at the end. Naomi and Bayley both pinned Jax, so we will likely see a triple threat match. Bad Blood, kind of a bit of a bad trick. We've seen it many times before, but yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It was alright, I suppose, and I think I definitely would be intrigued in saying that triple threat match. DIY were then taken out backstage, so it looked like Owens would be alone for this bout. As he made his way to the ring, the Bloodline attacked him. The Street Profits later arrived to lend a hand, and after a break, the match got going with Ford and Dawkins joining the prize fighter. Lower was isolated by the babyfaces for a long time with quick tags, but he eventually tagged into Fatu to take over. While some of the match was good, it wasn't a perfect match by any means. Fatu was a standout for his team, which made him feel like Lower was having some issues. It ended in a no contest once the ref lost control of everyone as a brawl broke out. DIY limped down to the ramp to help KO and the Profits, but they were quickly taken out. The American Nightmare brought a chair with him and helped clear out the Bloodline. Owens looked like he may attack Rose with the chair, but not to lose hope. They shook hands, but KO definitely looked upset. So yeah, an intriguing one here. Gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought this was good stuff. And yeah, I think bit of a shame about the sponsor at the end, but I think, yeah, the way it's going with Owens, Rhodes and Roman all fitting in, I'm definitely intrigued by this Bloodline story more than I was a few weeks ago. So yeah, gets 7 out of 10 from me. Overall, SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a really good episode of SmackDown this week, to be fair. I thought, some of the matches were really good. I liked the first match. Shame we didn't get our usual Carmelo Andrade this week, but we got LA Knight, which is great stuff. And I thought the main event was really good as well, raising some interesting questions. And obviously, it's going to all heat up again when Roman and Cody back on TV together. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme, and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.